stars, but a really weird looking star. Started to make me stop and wonder. And I don't know, it's probably just my blurred eyesight. They looked like little orbs with, like, I can't explain it, like antenna. It's probably just a star. Bad eyesight, and I didn't see it moving, but I saw it go dark though one point. I don't know what it was. Anyway, how you doing? Whoever that is gave me a thumbs up. Yeah, it was kind of. It's not really that cold. It's supposed to be an Arctic vortex coming in. I guess. Is it tomorrow? Maybe tomorrow night. It's supposed to be freezing cold. It's not too bad right now. But that's why they're doing the what you call it inside. Who's that? Mixed media. How you doing? Hey, can't talk, but here just to listen. Okay, cool. Yeah, all good, all good. By the way, that channel's cool as shit. It's amazing. That dude's like on point with things I was saying. Like it freaked me out. Thanks for telling me about that. What else was I gonna say? Tammy said she might be on pretty soon. I don't see her. Maybe she's on her way. I texted her. Anyway, hopped on here. Well, I guess you heard about all the craziness going on in Washington, D.C. There's actually libtards out there protesting. Like right now, there's about 20,000 people out there, all kinds of signs and weirdos, basically. And their signs ain't making any sense. They don't even know what they're protesting anymore. And they're saying it could be up to 100,000 people come in there by the end of this weekend, when the thing goes on. What I think was going to happen is there's going to be a mass riot go down. That's just my opinion. And I tell you what, I have this horrible feeling that what may happen is Trump might get a head wound, just like in the Bible. He might be the beast, and then he recovers amazingly. Everybody they marvel that he didn't die. He came back. That's in the Bible, more or less. How could he do that? Well, let's say he took a head shot, survived it for a little while, and was given the what's that thing Elon does, the Neuralink or something. Boom. What's this thing? Mixed media. Do you see what I'm saying? You know where I was going with that? Mixed media. It just feels like it's right out of the Bible. They talk about that all the time. And boom, then you got, Antichrist on the scene right there. Right now, I just heard that Israel's government's literally almost dissolving. Trump's, I guess it's Trump and this Jared Kushner, his son-in-law, have been working on a peace plan, which is again biblical. And they got it hammered out pretty much. Hamas and I guess Israel, but there's things happening in the Israeli government, and that's also they'll get a peace deal going, and that's what it says in Revelation. It'll be peace, and then sudden destruction. So we're looking at some strange shit going forward. And like I was saying, I came out of the house. That's the first time yet that I was actually looking up at the sky for drones and shit. That's how freaked out everything is anymore. And it does look like there's something up there, but I think it must have been a star. I don't know what the hell it was. Weird looking. But again, my eyesight's bad, so maybe that's why it's weird looking, I need to get me one of them telescopic lenses. Mike Decker, he's got one. He can zoom in on a jet that's laying out chemtrails, and he can get serial numbers off of it. And he does do that on his channel. What we got here? I wasn't going to go on, but I just felt like saying a couple things tonight. Things that bothered me. The one thing was I got a weird feeling
that something's going to happen, and it's probably going to happen to Trump. Why? First off, I don't know why the hell he doesn't go to and have the inauguration in Mar-a-Lago or something. Just get the hell out of Washington, D.C. What may happen if they get 100,000 people in that area right in there, man, they could go nuts. And how do you stop 100,000 people? You know what I mean? It's just too many. And then they were also using, what do you call it, nuke sniffer planes or helicopter the other day. They're flying around scoping for any kind of radiation readings in the area. So they know something's up, or they have something going on. And the other thing, talking about drones, for some damn reason, China decided they had, what the hell do you call that? It's like a code or something in all drones that are being made that keeps them from being able to fly near the White House or airports and shit. For some reason, they took that out all of a sudden. It can go wherever it wants now. Why would you do that 2 or 3 nights before the inauguration? That right there is really sketchy. Tonight, I saw they showed pictures of Biden and Jill Biden getting their stuff out of the White House. So that's a good sign. Get the hell out now. Don't let the door hit you in the ass. Only thing is now he's going to be moving back down into my neighborhood. He literally lives a couple miles from me. And we don't need another, scumbag like that down here. What else we got going here? Anybody popping on there? Nope. There was something else I wanted to talk about too that I just saw. I think go check out a guy named Gary Frenchie. He had something, I didn't watch it, but there's something going on where he heard that possibly a dirty bomb is in Washington, D.C. That's where all this weird shit going on. It's changing the venue. It wasn't just about being cold and everything. They have a feeling something's going to happen. Plus, there's Brandon Biggs. I don't know if you guys remember him. It was a bald-headed guy who predicted, I think it was the Trump, when they tried to assassinate him, and he pretty much called it like that. And another thing, I think just recently, the Louisiana terror attack, I think the one where the guy was running people over, he said something about that. Now he's talking about he had some kind of vision or whatever you would call it of a dump truck with barrels filled up with explosives, basically fertilizer chemicals, and armored up so it could ram through, I guess, fencing and stuff. And in the truck, he said there was 2 guys in his dream, and they had the belts, the explosives, like the guys over in the Middle East do. I gotta watch what I say. Trip off the algorithm. Anyway, he thinks that they're gonna make a move according to his dream. He thinks that that's coming to pass. And they're literally going to plow through shit and get close. And they got so much explosives, he said, or so much chemicals in the back of the dump truck in barrels, it might be enough. It would be like that Oklahoma City bomb. That's what he was claiming. I guess we're going to see. I still don't understand. Why didn't they just do the damn thing, the inauguration, in private, film it and show it later? Nobody needs it. It's not a big deal. It's actually ridiculous to put him in jeopardy. I don't understand why he wanted to do a rally on the 19th. How the hell are you going to do a rally with you got close to 20,000 people right now up the street from the White House, protesting, and they're calling for maybe 100,000 people. Then you're going to have MAGA supporters come in there. Seems to me like they're trying to set up a January 6th situation, get a nice fucking battle going there so they can crack down and maybe bring in the Patriot Act 2.0 that
Was it Pam Bondi was saying, or the other one? No, Christine Nome, talking about bringing back the or doubling down on the Patriot Act 2.0. She was calling it. That's the last thing we need. If Trump does that, I've lost all respect. The Patriot Act ended up going against patriots. That's the first thing. The second thing I have a major problem with is he just spent 2 hours, or was it 4 hours maybe today, talking with Billy Gates about the old, or the new one actually, not the old one, for the Twitter bird sickness, we'll call it. Try not to say that. I'm trying. What's that? Did you see that? Remember, Gavin Newsom was giddy about. Yeah, LA 2.0. Thank you. Yes, it's another thing. It's crazy. They had that planned, and they don't even give a shit. They're almost telling you right up in your face that they burnt down the city, and it was all to rebuild this 15-minute city. He's giddy because he's making his masters happy. The ones that own them, basically the WEF, Klaus Schwab, and all them. He's performing like a trained monkey for them, so he can impress them. They're going next week to Davos. These clowns are, and they're going to decide how they're going to rule over us up there. It's just awful weird that everything's happening all at the same time. Peace plan, and Trump's inauguration, Trudeau leaving, people in the Israeli government bailing out on the 19th, all kinds of shit. What's this? Patriot Act 2.0. Exactly. It's all bullshit. Little did I think that I'd have to probably fight against MAGA Trump people, because that's what's going to end up happening. You're going to have diehard people that are going to say, oh, it's Trump. Well, if Trump's the fucking Antichrist, are you going to march along? If he exposes himself as asking, everybody to get a mark of the beast going there, are you going to walk along? I ain't. A lot of people will, unfortunately. I'm hoping that doesn't happen at all. But it's setting up to look like it could. It's right out of the Bible, things that are happening. And people that get pissed off and don't want to hear it, it's because they're so locked in on, Trump's the savior. He's not. He could be a tool being used by God. I can see that happening. But it also says that if time wasn't, I don't have the right words, but shortened, even the elect will be fooled right around now. Basically, the end here. He's trying to prevent us from being, can't think of the word, disillusioned or wait a minute, what's it say? Something really fucked up's about to happen, like life-changing. And it's weird because I was talking today on YouTube in a chat about a video I did, and you guys, or some of you people might have been on that video. It had I woke up at 3:33 in the morning, heart beating like a hammer, and adrenaline rush and everything. I got on there, and almost every single mod I had, it ended up being close to 4 o'clock. They all had the same damn thing happen. We sat there, other people were jumping on that live stream. I had 715 people at 5 in the morning. Couldn't frickin' believe it. Not everybody, but a lot of people had the same experience and were talking about it. And as we were talking, more people were jumping onto the live stream. Something's getting ready to happen. And I think God's letting us all know. We're all getting hunches and weird dreams and all kinds of stuff. Anyway, I didn't want to hang real long on here. I was hoping Tammy would be on in a minute. I wanted to ask her something, but I don't see her here. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. How long I've been on here? Might end it. It's getting kind of late. With something else I wanted to talk about. I can't remember. But definitely, I would be doing some serious praying that our country doesn't go down the drain. Something big's going to happen. I don't. They literally caught somebody the other day, 2 Russians coming across the border that actually had a drone with them. All kinds of crazy shit happening. All kinds of stuff. I guess I talked the other day about the not Navy Army base that got broken into, and they stole like 3 Humvees with 50 cal machine guns on top with other kind of equipment they grabbed up too. And how long did it take them to get that shit? I mean, I said this, how do you roll off a base? There was like a bunch of stuff they took, and they tried to steal uniforms. That's the next thing I just remembered about. It wasn't very long ago, an airport, I think it was in an airport, they were stealing uniforms. So somebody's trying to impersonate maybe soldiers and whatnot, and that could be devastating, because literally if they look like military and they go rolling down the street, if we go into martial law and then they're just randomly killing other soldiers or citizens, that's some scary shit. Hey Legends. Hey Michelle, how you been? Good to see you. Just getting ready to see that inauguration next couple of days. Tell you what, wait a minute. It's kind of scary, some of the shit that's going on around the country. I don't know if you saw it. If you guys ever saw, let me put, what's his name? Gary Frenchie, Next News Network. Check him out tonight. He's got a video out right now. There's literally about 20,000 libtards down in Washington with all kinds of weird signs, free. Of course, they had the free Palestine and this and that, and free transgenders and all this other shit, which made 0 sense. And it's just a hodgepodge of lunatics running around in Washington, D.C. 20,000 of them so far. Supposedly, they're calling for maybe 100,000 of them. So, like I was saying earlier, if Trump was talking about a rally, what's it say? It's good to see you. Yeah, let's hope everything goes good. Yeah, exactly, man. They're freaking out because the one guy had a sign that said Hitler got elected or something. What do you mean? If Hitler was in the race there, that would have been Joe Biden. Joe Biden, on the way out, has basically destroyed our country and keeps going. Anyway, the thing that hang on one second, let me see something. The thing that, hang on, okay. The thing that freaks me out is if they had 20,000 there right now. Trump was talking about a rally on the 19th the other day. That's only going to make it worse. I don't think they ain't doing the rally. Number one, it's too damn cold. What's it say? Left liberals, lunatic. Exactly. Yeah, get the popcorn ready. It ought to be one hell of a show. The only thing I'm worried about is they start burning down everything like they did with the George Floyd things. Except for, guess what? This time they're going to get their ass kicked if they do that. I don't think anybody's going to stand down, let them, walk into the Washington Monument or the Lincoln Memorial and all these other famous things and try to destroy them. I don't think so. I don't think it'll happen this time. If it does, I think a lot of people are going to get torn to bits. Anyway, I don't want to see that happen with the whole, have the whole lunatic mob down there, plus MAGA people coming down there. That's the worst thing that could happen. Should be a civil transfer of power. Like don't need a battle there, because what's that? January 19th. Can't believe it's National Popcorn Day. For real. Yeah, tell me that's a coincidence, dude.
Yeah, that's good. I'm gonna have to check that one out. You telling the truth on that one, man? Oh man. Yeah. We're about to see history being made. I think. Um, I think we're really, really close. Yeah, exactly. Really close to the rapture happening here. Somebody's going to do something. Like I said, that whole peace plan's already fallen apart, or Israel's government's dissolving right now. A few of them are jumping out on the 19th. Why so soon? What the hell is going on that Trump has got this kind of power that everything's changing in the world just because this one guy is coming into power? That's freaky as hell. Greenland's becoming ours, and how the hell is that even possible? See, there's something supernatural happening here, I think. Something that we never seen anything like this in our lives. It's so off the hook. That's why I'm afraid, God forbid, if Trump is the Antichrist. I notice people don't want to even think that. I don't either, but it could be. If he takes a head wound and I don't know, Neuralink, helps him out, maybe Elon, and he doesn't die, and people are marveling after him, like he's the next Jesus come back from the dead or something. You see where I'm going with that? That's scary as hell. I hope that's not going to happen, but it keeps coming through my head. It's one of the many scenarios I've been thinking of. What's this say? Praying for safety. I got a good feeling everything's good. I hope so. Maybe I'm worrying myself about nothing there, but I don't know. I'm looking at the Bible, I'm looking at Revelations, I'm looking at shit going on in the world, but I could be way off. It's quite possible I'm just being, I don't know, paranoid a little bit. The point being, though, is a little bit of paranoia is not a bad thing if it keeps you on your toes, What to say? Wait a minute. That's too. Wait a minute. Praying for. Okay. Wait a minute. Everything is going to go well at the dawn of a new era. I hope you're right. I'm just hedging my bets, man. Lock and load. And hiding down the road when the shit hits the fan. What's it say? Oh, about that? Yeah, the coincidence of the popcorn? Shit. Yeah, that's too good. Exactly. It's probably no coincidence, There's no such thing as a coincidence. Anyway, everything aside, I just think that everybody ought to be praying for the safety of this country and the safety of Donald Trump, and praying that he isn't the Antichrist, I guess. But you know what? These things have to come to pass anyway. They're in the Bible. Sooner or later, who knows what happens going forward. So, what do we got? Some people on here? Finally, got 5 on there. It was something else I heard and I wanted to talk about. I'm trying to remember what the hell it was. I said about the. I think I said this earlier on the other live stream about out in California, the fires. Now all of a sudden, the other night I saw they had cop cars and supposedly FBI and military vehicles parked out in the streets, and they weren't letting anybody in this one area. It wasn't on fire at that moment. They weren't letting them go back to their homes. And I think it was the battery factory that caught fire, they were saying, but now I'm hearing it was 2 different spots. One was the battery factory, and the other was something else. What's that? I think we have been on the defense for so long that it's hard to believe that. You know what? You're right. You're right, Michelle. We're waiting for that other shoe to drop. We're cringing. We're like expecting something bad all the time, and that's just from what we had to live through with Biden in the White House. It was always some fucked up thing getting ready to happen. It felt like, You got a point there too. And fear not is in the Bible 365 times. That's one for every day of the year. I'm always quoting that, but here I am worrying about shit. Maybe I shouldn't. Anyway, it wouldn't hurt to pray tonight. And let's hope that everything goes well. The only other thing that I am concerned about is how are all the other countries looking at this whole scenario? For instance, with all the people that are in Washington, D.C. right now, protesting and freaking out, with the way Trump is trying to, well, he's already more or less made the move to buy Greenland, supposedly, and all this other shit. Are they looking at that, and is it pissing them off? Or, especially like China. China and Russia, they wouldn't mind having the mineral rights. I'll give Trump some credit for seeing that and jumping on it, because Biden sure wouldn't have done that. No how, no way. Yeah, he's basically cut our throat when he stopped the drilling for the oil and everything else. So, who knows? Anyway, I think what I'm going to do is probably hop off of here. I've been on here almost a half an hour, and I'm kind of tired. I will be back on tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night maybe, and worry some more about now I'll probably do a thing tomorrow in the afternoon and one later at about 8 o'clock at night. I've been doing them. And hopefully on Monday I'll be able to get my other channel up and running again. It's the phone ran out of time. It's on the other phone. So you guys have a good night. Appreciate you coming by, and get that popcorn ready. What's this say? Yeah, we had only 4 years of reprieve, besides the time we've been literally fighting to keep our heads. Exactly. You're exactly right, Michelle. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Rich. Yep. Yeah, you're right. I should. You guys have a great night. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you guys. And I see you hit me up with one thumbs up. I don't know. I think YouTube's been shorting me. Someone told me the other day they kept trying to hit the thumbs up and it wasn't working. Don't know why, but it seems like they're messing with my channel. And I don't know if you know Richie from Boston and another famous channel I just heard today. 2 people, 2 separate incidents saying the same exact shit. So I don't know why they're censoring the shit out of every. Oh, I know who. The other channel was I think Minister Paul, Watchman on the Wall. I watch him a lot, and they're doing the same shit there. It doesn't make any sense. So you guys have a great night, and I will do that. I will take care, and have a good one, and get that popcorn ready.